Looking back over my entrepreneurial career, I've made a few really good moves, but I've also made more than my fair share of tragically bad mistakes. Mistakes that have cost me tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars, and mistakes that set my career back years, if not even longer. And that's why in this video, I want to share with you the single biggest mistake I made my first year as an entrepreneur, so you can hopefully avoid the same trap I fell into and dramatically improve your chances of success. Hey there, my name is Adam Erhart, Modern Marketing Strategist, and welcome to the Modern Marketing Show, where we help you make marketing that matters. So if you're interested in learning about the latest and greatest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, well, you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Now, no one ever said that being an entrepreneur was easy. There's ups and downs and more ups and more downs and even more ups and even more downs. There's criticism and concern from well-meaning friends and family. And there's certainly no shortage of fear, anxiety, and self-doubt thrown in for good measure. But for the right kind of person, the pain is well worth the pleasure. All that said, there's still no reason why you shouldn't try to avoid as much pain as possible so you can enjoy that much more pleasure. And that's what this video is all about. But first, this video is brought to you by Charity Swipes. Now, Charity Swipes has developed a way for business owners to help various charities without costing them a penny. They're a credit card processing company, and when they process your cards, a portion of the fee that normally goes to Visa or MasterCard is instead directed to a worthy charity. To learn more about how you can save money on your credit card processing and also help out great charities in need, all you have to do is click the link in the description box below. All right, let's get to it. I thought that when things were good, they would last forever, and that's pretty much exactly how I acted. Trading in the habits that brought me that initial burst of success with a sense of pride and the inevitable complacency that ended up resulting in, well, a slow and steady decline. And sure enough, because I stopped doing the things that I initially did in order to get me to that level of success, well, my success would taper off and slowly start to decline, leading me right back to where I started. Which leads me perfectly into my second point. Just like I thought when I was at the top that the good times would last forever, well, now that I was back at the bottom, I thought that this was going to last forever. And so, therefore, this vicious cycle started, and I'd get overconfident and rise to the top, and then I'd get crushed and fall back down and have all this fear and anxiety and self-doubt, kind of pull myself up by my bootstraps and pick myself up again and get back up only to get overconfident and get crushed and fall back down again. Like a roller coaster from hell, I'd rise up and then get smashed down, and then grind back up and then get smashed down, and this vicious cycle would repeat over and over and over for months and months on end. It was the classic feast then famine cycle, and unfortunately at the time I had no idea how to stop it. Fortunately, I do now, and I'll share that with you in just a second. Sadly, this up and down or feast and famine or roller coaster ride cycle is all too common. We see it everywhere, in people's finances, in their relationships, in their health, even in their marketing. In fact, maybe especially in their marketing. Entrepreneurs and business owners put off marketing because, hey, things are good, right? Why would I need more business? Sure enough, this leads to complacency and eventually a slow period follows. Unfortunately, during this slow period, business owners and entrepreneurs often make brash and really kind of irrational decisions based on fear and scarcity, forcing them to do what I call random acts of marketing, basically just grasping at anything they can think of and often spending way too much for way too little results. Now, much of this is just a part of life. Things ebb and flow. One minute you're up, the next minute you're down. But there is something that super successful people do that roller coaster riding average people do not. That's what I want to share with you here. Fortunately, the alternative is really, really simple. Now, it's not easy, but it is simple. The solution is twofold. Now, first, you need to pick a plan and then just get started. As George Patton said, a good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. Or if you'd prefer, the old Chinese proverb goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So today, right here, right now, really is the best time to start. Next, you really do need to stick with the plan. This means daily actions and the progressive realization of your goal with slow but steady progress towards it. Consistency is key here. Get-rich-quick schemes and overnight success stories are just that, schemes and stories. True success comes from repeatedly doing the things that others are unwilling to do. This means being strategic about the plan you choose in the first place and then taking slow but steady, daily, deliberate actions towards your goal. It's not sexy, but it works. And just like how compound interest works with your finances, well, compound marketing works for your business, and slowly but surely you end up building this giant marketing machine that puts you so far ahead of your competitors, they'll never have a chance to catch up. If I could go back oh so many years ago, I'd tell my younger self these exact words. Be strategic, make a plan, and then stick to it. Enjoy the good times, but prepare for the bad times. Above all, remember that consistency is the key to success. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If so, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and say hello in the comment section below. Also, I'll make sure to link up some more videos that you might find interesting and right on topic of what we talked about today. So make sure to check those out right here on the screen or again in the description box below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on The Modern Marketing Show.